Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you're tuning in from around the globe, peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Welcome to the $1 Trillion Tickers broadcast. I'm your host, Matt Riches. We already did the pre-market briefing earlier. This is the market open episode. The bell's about to ring in 3 minutes. So let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into the mantra. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve the wealth that I'm building for me and my family. Riches and freedom, they come to our hands. I'm the master of all I command. My learning is limitless. My earnings are too. The more I discover, the more I can do. The stock market is a machine of design, and I have the power to make that wealth mine. I am capable. I am skilled. I am bold. Blessings on the journey as the vision unfolds. All right, let's get into Robert Greene's daily law for today. Title: Avoid the false alliance. Daily law. No one can get far in life without allies. The trick, however, is to recognize a difference between fake allies and real ones. A fake ally is created out of an immediate emotional need. It requires that you give up something essential about yourself and make it impossible for you to make your own decisions. The true alliance is formed out of a mutual self-interest, each side supplying what the other cannot get done alone. It does not require you to fuse your own identity with that group and pay attention to someone else's emotional need. It allows you autonomy. In long-term investing, a false alliance is holding a stock out of emotional loyalty or sunk cost fallacy rather than objective data. Real investing allies are assets that provide genuine utility and growth to your portfolio's architecture. Sever ties with assets that no longer serve your goals to maintain your financial autonomy. In day trading, a false trading alliance is relying on gurus or third-party signals instead of your own analysis and discipline system. True trading success comes from an alliance between your own rigorous process and the market's institutional momentum. Always prioritize your own rules over external options to stay in control of your account. Stay patient, stay disciplined, execution over emotion, process over prediction. Let's get into these charts, y'all. All right, we got about 15 seconds before the market opens. Ooh, y'all ready? You know we hit all-time highs in the pre-market on SPX and the NAS100, y'all. We hit all-time highs, baby. Let's get it. There it is. Market open, market open, market open. The market is open. April 24th, 2026, 6:30 a.m. Let's get into it, y'all. So we did have some earnings yesterday. The big dog of the day, Intel. Look at this candle, y'all. 15% yesterday after market close. So Intel is currently up from yesterday's close. 24%, y'all. 24% for Intel. Intel is pushing the Sundays to the sky, and that's pushing the whole market to the sky, y'all. Let's check out Procter & Gamble. They also had earnings. They beat on the top and bottom. As you can see, it's up almost 4% from yesterday. But let's get back to SPX right here. You see this 430 candle, y'all? We hit all-time highs on SPX. It hit $7,152.80. And then at the same time, the NAS100 hit all-time high at $27,217.50. All right, let's get into these tickers, y'all. SPY currently in the pre-market is at, excuse me, the market is open. What are you talking about pre-market? The market is open. SPY is at 710.11. It's up 0.25%. QQQ is up over 1% at 658.13. And as you can see, remember this level that I called yesterday, 661.66? That's where we went to in the pre-market. So shout out to that, y'all. The VIX. Okay, the VIX filled this gap halfway before taking off to the upside. It's at 1919 right now. Remember what I told you about gaps getting filled? How they usually fill halfway before filling fully? So next time we get this gap filling to the downside, it should fill because it filled halfway this time. All right, NVIDIA, very strong candle to start the day. NVIDIA is up over 1% at 201.76. Tesla is up 0.5% at 376. Apple is down almost 1%. It looks like it could not break out of the smart money concepts resistance zone. It did push to underneath it. Now it's trying to break its way back in. Google is down 0.62%. It also could not break through the smart money concepts resistance zone, and it did end up breaking below. Microsoft is up almost, it's up 0.75% at 419. Amazon hit all-time highs, y'all. Oh, my bad. My bad on that money counter. I had this thing turned up way too high. My bad, listeners. Gotta put it in the chat next time. Man, turn that shit down, man. Alright, next. TSM. TSM hit an all-time high, y'all. TSM is up 3.5% at 396.55. AVGO is up 1% at 424. Meta is down 0.75% almost at 654.62. Walmart's down over 1% at 130.57. BRK.B is down over 0.5% at 467.51. Check out some of these other tickets we like to check out on the show. SPX is up over 0.25% at 7,120. The NAS100 is up over 1% at $27,089. The Dow Jones is down almost 0.25% at 49,112. The Dow Jones ETF is down over 0.25%. The 10-year Treasury yield is spiking. It's up 3.75. It's up to 4.35. Excuse me. Gold is at $4,693 per ounce. The gold mini ETF is at 92.87. Silver is down to 68.13. Copper miners ETF is down to 82.18. AMD is up 12%, y'all. AMD is also at all-time highs. AMD is at 341, y'all. Just incredible. Bitcoin 78,243. IBIT $44.37. Ethereum 2,324. BMNR is up to 22.34. Palantir barely over break even, 141.66. Robinhood 84.08. Check out some of these other tickers. We got IWM. It's at break even. SPYM is up almost 1/4%. QQQM is up. QQQM hit an all-time high, y'all. It's up 1%. SPYG is up almost 0.5%. SOXQ hit an all-time high, y'all. Currently up 3.5% at 82.81. TQQQs hit an all-time high, y'all. 61.06. SOXL hit an all-time high, y'all. 126. God damn, that is incredible, y'all. Just incredible, y'all. Oh my God. SMH hit an all-time high, y'all. 501.31. It's up 4%. SOXX hit an all-time high, y'all. $4.58. XLG is at 60.04. It's up almost 1/4%. The IVES 30 is up 1.25%. SPYI, it rejected the gap to the upside, but it's up almost 1/4%. QQQI, it's up over 0.5% at 53.74. All right, let's put on this 8-chart display while we get to the news. Top left-hand corner, we got NVIDIA. To the right, Apple, Google, Microsoft. Underneath NVIDIA, we got Amazon. To the right, TSM. AVGO. And Meta Platforms. Oh, let's run the numbers on market caps right quick. Most valuable company in the world, NVIDIA. 4.92 trillion, y'all. Trying to get back to that 5 trillion. Google, 4.05 trillion. Apple, 3.98 trillion. Microsoft, 3.11 trillion. Microsoft back in the $3 trillion market cap range, y'all. Amazon, 2.79 trillion, y'all. Amazon want 3 trillion, y'all. TSM back over 2 trillion, y'all. TSM, 2.06 trillion. AVGO, 1.98 trillion. AVGO want 2 trillion back, y'all. Meta, 1.67 trillion. Tesla, 1.42 trillion. Walmart, 1.04 trillion. Berkshire.B, 1.008 trillion. Berkshire.B is about to get eliminated from the $1 trillion tickers, y'all. Keep on falling. One more day. Fear and Greed Index at 67 right now, y'all. 67 on the Fear and Greed Index. All right. Let's check out some news. See what we got. Meta's cutting 8,000 jobs and eliminating 6,000 open positions. Meta should be running today off that news, but it's not even up 1/4%. Zuckerberg said, "We're doing this as part of our continued effort to run the company more efficiently and allow us to offset other investments we're making. This is not an easy trade-off, and it will mean letting go of people who have made meaningful contributions to Meta during their time here." Ooh, man. That's crazy. Google next. Google announces 2 AI chips as competition with NVDA heats up, y'all. Google announced some TPUs, y'all. Tesla next. Tesla confirmed that it has started production of its Cybercab robotaxi at Giga, Texas, y'all. Man, what Elon need to do is just put a steering wheel and some pedals up in that thing and let us buy it. We want it. The look is phenomenal. The 2 doors that go up. The gold color is hella clean. Man, for the people that can't afford the Roadster, man, let us buy that Cybercab. Elon, shit. All right, next. Citibank upgraded Intel to a buy from neutral with this target price 95. All right, Evercore also upgraded Intel to outperform from neutral with the 111 price target. Ooh. Oh, next, this is from Jason Black. He said the Black and Brown coalition takes another hit, and she was in the Marines before becoming a cop. So all that exposure to black males didn't create camaraderie. It created contempt. Brother Neely Fuller warned you not to get confused. And he's talking about the Houston police officer, Ashley Gonzalez, who was fired because she made a viral racist social media post. Next, AMD. AMD is worth more than half a trillion. AMD is worth more than half a trillion. 500 billion. Let's get it, AMD. Salute. Congratulations, AMD, man. This picture right here is Billie Holiday and Ella Fitzgerald, the goddesses of jazz. Next.
And for its AI server
this is a quick clip from Reuters Business. Actually, I ain't got time to play this. It's just talking about Intel's shares going crazy after their earnings yesterday. Oh, I thought this was interesting. We can't skip this one. This is from Market Watch. How a United States soldier made $400,000 from inside knowledge of Maduro capture plan and his clumsy attempt to cover it up. U.S. Army Special Forces Master Sergeant Gannon Kev Van Dyke's alleged use of classified details from Operation Absolute Resolve. He bet $33,000 on Polymarket that Maduro will be removed and U.S. forces would enter Venezuela by January 31st, 2026. Van Dyke, involved in planning and executing the January 3rd pre-dawn raid to capture Maduro, profited $409,000 when the markets resolved after Trump made the announcement. He now faces federal charges for unlawful use of confidential information, commodities fraud, wire fraud, and related offenses after attempting to hide the trades via accounts in Polymarket, prompting a Department of Justice investigation. Ooh. Okay, so the soldier gonna go to jail for insider trading, but not everybody in Congress. Congress ain't going to jail, but this soldier who put his life on the line for the country, he going to jail for insider trading? Make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. Congress gets to cheat the game, but he can't cheat the game? Well, there's that, y'all. All right, this next comes from Robinhood. They have built a way for users to listen to earnings calls live directly in the app. So just go to your company. If they have earnings that day, you can click listen live. That's pretty dope. All right. That's it, y'all, for today. You know, it's an early show, a short show on Friday. You know how we like to end the show. The marathon continues.
It don't happen overnight, and there's going to be moments when it's really, really frustrating, and there's going to be moments when it's really, really inspiring and empowering. And if you get too high off the highs and too low off the lows, you're going to take yourself on a ride that's very uncomfortable. I think it's just about being committed to the work and appreciating it, when it's good, and not stressing too bad when it's bad, just appreciating the work and staying focused on showing up every day.
And that's what we do here on Trading Dollar Tickers. We show up every day. I'm your host, Matt Riches. Thank y'all for joining me this week. We'll be back tomorrow. The market will be closed, but we will be doing some charting. We're going to chart each individual Trading Dollar Ticker plus SPY and QQQ. I'm going to give you about less than 10 minutes per ticker, and I'm going to give you all the levels for next week, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. How y'all like this new theme music that I got? Slapping, ain't it? Y'all have a blessed day. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom.